At the height of the insurgency, al-Qaeda in Iraq staged one spectacular attack after another. In the process, they brought this country to the brink of a civil war between the Sunnis and the Shia. Two factors changed all that: the surge in American troops and the Sunni Awakening, tribal volunteers who turned against al-Qaeda and fought with the Americans.
They're the ones that have, stood up in the community, taken up arms against the enemy that was flooding their neighborhoods and drove the al-Qaeda out.
But that partnership is ending, and many Iraqis are worried about what comes next. The Baghdad neighborhood of Amaria is a good example. It was an al-Qaeda stronghold until Sunni volunteers began guiding American soldiers on their raids. Today, violence is down dramatically. The whole neighborhood is still surrounded by walls. Nobody gets in or out without being searched and showing an ID. What's interesting now is just who's doing the checking. The Sunnis wearing beige seem to mix easily with the blue and green of Iraq's Shiite-dominated police and army. But U.S. forces are still watching over.
Our relationship is good. We all have one goal: protecting the country.
This month, the Sunni force is off the American payroll and working for the first time for the government of Iraq. The plan is for some of these men to join the police and for the rest to get other government jobs. But in this neighborhood, residents are skeptical. These men told us they only trust the Sunni patrols to keep them safe.
Sheikh Abdul Khalid, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you.
The security improvements are real, but they're also fragile. Reopening a high school may seem routine, but last year, al-Qaeda gunmen stormed into final exams here. They kidnapped 2 students and beheaded 1. The tribal leader who started the Awakening movement here in Amaria says that he's worried the Shiite-dominated government is only pretending it will work with his men.
We are afraid the situation will go back to the way it was before, and that al-Qaeda will take advantage of that and be active again.
That's the reason why we're pushing so hard to transition them, is to allay those fears. Hey, we're going to get you transitioned before we get out of here.
The U.S. military says it won't abandon the men who helped battle al-Qaeda, but the clock is ticking on the American role here, and it's the Iraqi government that will make the final decision. Randall Joyce, CBS News, Baghdad.